So this weekend, we got a lot of good fights coming up this weekend. Lomachenko versus Corolla. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's on a Friday, that's pretty weird. Then we got Shields versus Hammer. I think that might be potential fight of the year, honestly. Them ladies be throwing down. This is a big fight, I don't think I ever been this excited for a female boxing match either. So this is a first. I've been pretty excited about a few female MMA fights because they know how to promote those well, and them ladies, females MMA is bigger than female boxing. But what else we got this weekend? We got some fights, man. But I'm gonna talk about the Shields and the Hammer fight. Good fight, man. I got a 50-50 as of right now. That might change later on in the week. Later on this week as the fight gets closer. But as of right now, I got it as a 50-50 fight. Both ladies bring a lot to the table. Both ladies have the chance to beat each other's asses. You know what I'm saying? Christina Hammer, she has a great jab. She uses her jab a lot. She moves around. She kind of reminds me of a female Klitschko in a way. She don't like to fight on the inside at all, though. That's one thing I noticed about Christina Hammer. She do not like to fight on the inside. It's almost like she can't. If she can't keep you at the end of her jab, she may struggle a bit. So that would probably be Claressa Shields. That's most likely her game plan, is to stay in her chest and outwork her from from close quarters. Work her from close quarters, and eventually get the stoppage. I'm not sure if you guys seen the video of Hammer in her little DQ fight where she fought I don't know this chick's name, somebody in Germany probably, and the girl hit her on the temple. It was the temple or the side of the head, the temple, and Hammer fell down like she got fucking hit in the head with a brick or something, and she didn't get up, and the fight got ruled a DQ for some weird reason. So I don't know. If you see it, it looks real fluky. Like it looks like it was just some bullshit. Like, what the fuck was you on? So we didn't see anything like that from Claressa Shields. If Claressa Shields get knocked down, she go get up and fight even harder. So this is a real good fight. It might be a classic. It might be an instant classic. Shields just got to come in there and don't let emotions get the best of her, because there's been a lot of emotions building up, leading up to this fight. One thing I noticed about Shields is that she gets onto social media too much, a little too much. I respect it. I appreciate that she talks to the fans and mingles with the people. But there's a lot of haters out there. Claressa Shields has a lot of haters, and maybe that fuels her. But I don't think she needs all that negative energy and negative attention when she got such a big fight coming up. She just needs to stay focused and do what she got to do to get the win. It seemed like Hammer also been trying to get into her head, and Shields responds to everything. So maybe that's just a female fighter trait. Females like Shields, she ain't having no bullshit, so she's gonna fucking snap back. And she's young too, so maybe she'll eventually grow out of that stage where she got to respond to everything that everybody say. But all in all, I'm rooting for Shields to pull it off. There's a lot of people hating on her and kind of counting her out, but then there's a lot of people that's rooting for her too. So I'm excited for this fight. Lomachenko Corolla. A lot of people didn't even know that fight was happening this week. A lot of people. It's on a Friday for one. So this is the thing with Lomachenko. This is a guy who was regarded as a top pound for pound fighter in boxing, yet he's fighting on a Friday night like he's some type of policeman, journeyman type guy. Like, what is Lomachenko doing fighting on a Friday, man? That doesn't sound right. It's just not adding up. You know what I'm saying? It's just not adding up. It just goes to show you that Lomachenko is not really that big of a draw in America. And they can't just force feed us these guys, these foreign guys from other countries like that. They can't just force feed us. We gotta let them work. So now Lomachenko's fighting on a Friday. That's just really not a good look. honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know much about Anthony Corolla at all. A lot of people are not giving him a chance, but then again, Lomachenko seems to have slowed down a bit. He's getting hit more. Maybe it's because he was coming off the injuries, so we got to give him that benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, Lomachenko, he's considered an old fighter. He has so many fights under his belt, so many training camps, so many sparring sessions, so much road work. So Lomachenko is probably a lot older than what he is. I think he's only like 30, but he got so many fights under his belt. And it don't seem like it's getting easier for him. But we'll see how he looks in this fight. What else we got this weekend? I can't remember. Shit. I know everything's happening next week as well. We got a good MMA fight this week. I don't know if you guys are into MMA. I like the UFC too. UFC be putting on some fire cards lately. It seemed like ever since they had the Khabib Conor fight, UFC just been taking off. Ever since Jon Jones came back, UFC been taking off. Then they got new guys like Israel Adesanya. You know, sport just been on fire right now. You got the fight card is Max Holloway, the featherweight champion, versus Dustin Diamond Poirier. Poirier beat Max early in his career, and now they fighting again in a rematch. Both guys are at the top of their game, the absolute best they've ever been. I'm excited for that fight. That fight's going to be ridiculous, man. And then we got Israel Adesanya and Kevin Gastelum, another great fight. I mean, UFC, I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to probably start talking a lot more MMA on this channel, because the UFC really be putting up some good-ass matchups, man. Kevin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya, that's a great matchup. They're fighting for the interim middleweight title. Then the winner will unify the titles to face against Robert Whittaker when he comes back from his injury. So all in all, we got some great fights this weekend. I'm excited to see how all of them unfold. Really, all of them are 50-50 fights. But my picks, if you wanted me to pick, I'll pick right now. I got Shields winning, and I got Loma winning, and I got as far as the UFC, I got I don't know, man. Max Holloway is a stud. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just give it to Max because he's been just on a tear. And Israel Adesanya, Kevin Gastelum. That's my boy, but Kevin Gastelum is not a slouch at all. The dude could punch, he could fight, he could wrestle. He's a real good fighter, man. Top middleweight for sure. Shit, man. I don't know. That's a toss-up, man. I want to say Israel because I like his fighter style. I favor that type of style, but I can't just say he's gonna beat Kevin Gastelum. Kevin Gastelum he could punch, he could fight, man. The dude could fight. So all in all, it's good fights this weekend. I'm excited. And that's all